This is a really catastrophic and horrific tragedy. It's going to be months and even years before we really know the root causes. And maybe the experts, they'll say this was a one-off black swan event that was caused very uniquely. It was so idiosyncratic, we can't learn anything from it. Or it's a canary in the coal mine, that it's one of the additional impacts of climate change and more extreme weather. Climate change is causing sea level rise. If you dig down a half a foot, you're going to hit salt water or salty groundwater. So these foundations, not only do they have the salt air, the wind, the driving rainstorms, but you have foundations that are surrounded pretty much all the time now by salt water. So that's going to cause corrosion. What we have learned here is that there was a negative inspection report in 2018 that columns were crumbling and concrete was cracking and spalling, especially under the underground parking garage. That is very serious to have 3 years go by and not really start it until this year, and then it was too late because the building collapsed. It is a wake-up call to the HOAs that if they have these unaddressed and accumulated maintenance issues, they got to do something about it. The local governments could pass a law that would require these licensed inspectors, when they find a structural defect, that they must tell the local government so that they can be aware of it and then help determine if these buildings are still safe. Not every building is at the same elevation. Not every building has the same risk of sea level rise and climate change. We don't want to retreat from these wonderful areas. We kind of live in paradise. We get that. We love it down here. We don't want to retreat. Now, there are some areas where retreat is inevitable. They're just so low that as sea levels rise, they're probably not going to make it. We're all in the same leaky boat. Unless everybody picks up the oar and starts rowing in the same direction, we are not going to get to the shore of resilience.